One, two, three, four.
如果明天前陨石降临，明知逃不掉，注定喪生。世界破陷，天空灰暗，我最期望誰來慰問。
Hello everyone, welcome back to my English channel. So today I'm going to share with you about my gap year. To start with, I'm going to talk to you briefly about why I take a gap year, because I was not that satisfied with what I've been studying last year. I think that business English, which was my major at that time, was not something that can trigger my interest in the most fundamental sense. And I've been someone who's very keen on articulation, expression, and I've been studying English for some time and I've been reasonably good at it. So I think it's maybe not too bad a choice to resort myself to something that can be my niche in the future. So I decided to transfer my major from business English into English and writing. But the thing is that when I choose to study overseas, the time gap between the commencement time in Australia and that in China was half a year, hence a half gap year. So that's why I take it. So I'm going to share with you what I did in this past half year, and hopefully you may find that somehow inspirational to you. I think the first thing that I can recall of the past half year must be initiating my own English channel. So I created something of my own accord. So it's first of all a record of my own experience, my own thoughts, and hopefully that could be a connection between me and the rest of the world. So as you can see, this is the first video that I recorded and posted online in English. I think that I talked about something approximating the reason why we need to study foreign language. Without a mic, without professional camera, I think I have a mere passion for expressing and hope that it could reach out to someone who can identify with me. So when I'm looking back at those videos, as you can see now, I think it is an introspective endeavor in the first place to have dialogues with myself constantly. But at the same time, it's also an attempt to reach out to others. The essence of reading or translation is like a constant and a relentless effort trying to tear down such walls, such towers, so that people can, by any chance, really understand each other. And I think that's something at the core of translation. If we really want to remember the specifics of personal stories, it's important that we tell good stories and listen to good stories that anger us, amuse us, irritate us, excite us, touch us. So before long, I have the great pleasure talking to some of my friends. Some of them I have known in person and some of them I happen to know in the cyber world. But whatever the situation is, I think it's an immense honor and privilege to talk to them, to share our thoughts, let them crash and thereby ignite some spark. I think that is the reason why language is so fascinating, because it can always light something in our heart like a fire.
Life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you are going to get. English and literature. English literature, wow, how awesome, how fantastic it is.
Alright, the third thing I want to share with you is exercise. You might see from my face that I gained some weight, and that's true. And I will credit that to the comfortable life I led at my home, because, while at home, your mindset will be more at ease. So it will be easier for you to gain some weight. So as you can see, long distance running is still and will always be a cardinal part of my working out. Well, apart from that, I also add up something new to my daily routine, which is weightlifting exercise, because I think it will be better for me to gain some musculature on my chest, on my shoulder as a boy. So I went to the gym on a regular basis to gain some muscle. Although I was not that good at, heavyweight lifting, but I'm still trying. If we are trying to create something of our own, content matters, which brings me to the second thing that I want to share with you over the past year, which is, reading. So I'm quite a bookish person. People might wonder why you like reading. I think there's awful lot of answers to a question like this, but in general, I think one answer that I brought up in a conversation I had with Lily, a friend of mine, might be of great significance here, and that is, life can be full of ups and downs, but the clarity that reading can give you will help you survive vicissitudes, and this sort of clarity will be commensurate with your ability to combat the tragedies of life and to lead a more meaningful life. With regard to the books that I recommended to you, I think that in my last video, I shared with you some of my favorite English books in 2022, like The Remains of the Day, The Steppenwolf, Hidatha, The Great Gatsby, The Restless Edge, and so on. So if you have any other ideas, feel free to discuss with me. The third thing that I want to share with you is films and TV shows. So I think that last year I've encountered some great works not only in the literary world but also in the image world. I like a very important and famous punchline in EE very much that I'm going to share with you. It says, "The very emergence of movies help us extend our life 3 times longer than it used to be." If I could just choose one TV show to be my favorite of the past year, I think I would definitely choose Better Call Saul. You can argue that it's a TV series about many things, but to me, I think it's a story concerning love and acceptance. Flawed as I am, I can reach paradise by the power of love. That's what the story is about. Love can be the fire of our heart, of our life. And this gap year was also a brilliant time that I spent with my family and friends. I had the chance to watch football games with my dad, to eat a lot of meals with my friends, and I go to gym with my mom, all of which have been the precious memory of mine, because they are always there to back me up, to support me, to encourage me to be honest with myself, to be better. So it's really something that I cherish at my heart. So long, amigo. I remember those moments of great joy, intensity or sorrow, which compose my life and make it somehow of some meaning to me and to others. It's okay to make mistakes. We are all just trying to figure this life out by experiencing it boldly and sincerely, one step at a time. Keep experiencing, keep trying, and keep finding. Best of luck.